Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Several things. Number one, as we discussed in the last class, the final quiz for chapter 4 will be in the next class, which will be on Tuesday, right? On the day of the test, right, next week. That's number one. Number two, for those who missed the previous class where we have discussed on things like that, right? We discussed on 2D problem for simplification and also for distributed loading. For those who missed the class, make sure you view what we have covered in the recording, etc. Because if you understand all of what we have discussed there, it should be no problem for your midterm. Right? If you have missed that one and you haven't covered that one, you might regret it after the midterm, right? So that's what I can say. And today we will cover more on the 3D problems in this chapter 4. In any case, any of you have to leave at 9, just make sure you have signed and you are free to leave at 9, right? But I'll just continue with all the example and we complete whatever necessary for your preparation. Alright? So with that, inshallah, we'll begin with the class. Now, as last week, as per last class, I'll just show different type of diagram that can be given as a question. I'll basically put the question on, meaning the writing of the question on the whiteboard, and we will see what we can do. So maybe the first question I'll just go through as the sample, as an example, and then for the other one you can try and you can see what. Now this is 2D. These are examples for 2D, and hopefully from what we have discussed in the last class, you know how to deal with this problem. Right? So now we will take a look at a 3D problem. Right? And here the question is, replace the parallel forces acting on the plate, but it doesn't force any stress. Alright. So in this particular question, it says to replace forces by a force and specify its. Right, so that's basically the question. First and foremost, do you understand what the question wants? What will be your final answer? What will your final answer look like? What then? The support and what is it? Yeah, in 3D it will be a coordinate, right? Some coordinate there, x, y, z coordinate. Right? So if we relate to, just to refresh, if we relate to what we have covered in 2D, right? Normally if you have, for example, multiple forces there, you have learned how to get into FR and MR, and you have also learned how to replace by just FR and what is the location, right? So the same concept here, where in 3D, for example, in this particular case, let's see, in this particular case, so you have multiple forces, so you can replace by just one force, say one moment, and then you can replace by just FR and what is the coordinate of location. Right? So it's the same concept here. It's just that in this case it's just F times P, for example, this one will be R cross F. Right, to calculate the moment. Right? In terms of the concept, before we go to the actual calculation, any question, anything not clear? You know what need to be done to get to the answer? Everyone follow? Yes? Alright. So what to do? Now the first part is the easy part is FR, right? Because as we know here, FR is equal to what here? It's basically summation of all forces, right? And this one is the same as this one, right? So this calculation is exactly the same, right? So for this FR that we need is just summation of all the forces, right? We calculate in terms of vector, right? So in this case, okay, summation of forces, right? So basically the FR then will be what? If we take into in terms of vector. The 5 kilonewton, what is in terms of vector? Minus 5 G, right? That 2 kilonewton minus 2J, and that 3 kilonewton minus 3J. So basically you get minus 10 G kilonewton, right? Of course, in this question, everything is only having y component, so it's straightforward. If everything have x, y, z, then of course you have ijk, right? But everyone follow, everyone understand this part, right? What about this moment? MR. How do you calculate? Basically, this is summation of all moment, right? Better. And we need that summation of all R cross F. Right? So we'll do R cross F for each one, and then we just get the summation. So for this 5 kilonewton, we start with statement, right? If I straight away put into the matrix IJK, what will be the R for that 5 kilonewton? 0. X is 0.5. Y is 0. Z 1.5. That's correct. So we have 0.5, 0, and then 1.5. Right. And then the force is 0 minus 5, 0, right? Anything not clear? This is just R cross F. This is as you will just apply the moment about the point, right? R cross F. Then plus IJK for the 2 kilonewton. Then R will be 1.5, 0, 2.5. Force is 0 minus 2, 0. And then for the 3 kilonewton, IJK, what's R? 1.5, 0, 0.5. And then 0 minus 3, 0. Right? And then just solve this one, right? So basically for I, we have 0 minus, this is 1.5, 0 plus 7.5, is it? Yeah. And then minus J, 0 and 0, right? Plus K, 0 and 0. K, sorry, this is not 0, right? That's fine. What is it? Okay. Oh, this one is minus 2.5 and 0. Alright? Any mistake anymore? No. For this one, plus I. 0 plus 5 minus J, 0 and 0 plus K, minus 3 minus 0 plus I, so 0 plus plus 1.5. Correct? Minus minus. Right. Minus J 0 and 0 plus K 4.5 minus 4.5 0, right? So you get I is 7.5, 12.5, 13, 14 I plus 0J minus 1.5 minus 5.5 minus 9 minus 10. This is in meter, kilometer. Right. Is that your final answer? What the question want? Actually, it requires you to find the coordinate, right? So after you have it, this one, how to get the coordinate? Because we have what we calculate is this MR, right? How to get this coordinate? How to get this? Here, how to get this location? MR equal to F times D, right? And then moment here should be moment here, right? So how to calculate moment here? R cross F, right? So you do R cross F here, the answer should be like this, right? So if you do R cross F here, cross F here, what you get? I J K. What is R? If the coordinate is equal to X, Y, Z, and then FR is this one, is it? This one, okay. Minus 0, minus 10, 0. So if you do this, you get I is 0, 0 plus 10Z, right? Okay, this is Z. Okay. So plus 10Z, right? Minus J 0, 0 plus K minus 10x minus 0. From here, can you solve X and Z? Because you have already 10zi plus 10 0j minus 10xk, right? And you can just equal to this one. So this one should be equal to that one, right? So 10z equal to 14, z will be 1.4, right? And then minus 10x should equal to minus 10, so x equal to 1, right? Do I need to write that? So basically you have 10z equal to 14, z equal to 1.4 meters, and then minus 10x equal to minus 10, x equal to 1 meter. So in terms of coordinate, x, y, z is 1.4, 0, 1, 0, 1.4. And that's your answer in terms of the location. Right? So in the end, the final answer is this one, FR, and then this is the location. Any question? Anything that you do not understand what's going on? So the idea is the same as what we have done before. It's just that to calculate the moment is R cross F. We are doing R cross F. That's the difference between scalar and vector. Any question before we take a look at another question and you can try? Understood? Alright, so if you understand this, so we can take a look at example. Okay, this is an example of a 3D, but it is kind of different in terms of the diagram, but the idea is exactly the same. Right? However, in this question, we just go into this step. So meaning the question is Replace forces and moment, let's make because we have moment here, by equivalent force and couple moment acting at point O. Okay, first, if you have this question for this diagram, do you understand the question? Replace the forces and moment by equivalent force and equivalent resultant force and couple moment acting at point O. Do you understand the question? What you need to answer, what is the final answer? Look like is this one, right? Meaning or in 3D, right? You have to have FR and MR at point O. So you do not need to put a further simplification. Okay, please do try and see if you face any problem. If you have any question, please ask. If you have anything in the diagram that you do not understand, you can also ask. Everyone understand what this is? This is couple of minutes. Okay, in this case, obviously for this one, you have to get into IJK for that. Any problem? progress. So in terms of the forces and moment in status and vector form, that's chapter 2, so I assume no problem. Is there any problem? Anything not clear about that one? Okay. I'm not sure if this is the first time we resolve moment, but the way you resolve moment is exactly how you resolve forces. Okay, so what do you do? You finish already? You what do you do? Oh. Okay, in terms of FR, I assume you should know what to do, right? After you know all the forces, what do you do? FR is just simply summation of all forces, right? So you just add FA, FP, and FC, all the three forces there. So basically you have, what's this value here? 100 something? 1.4. Good. Right, this one 0, this one 1. So for J, 0, 0, 100. So plus 100, J, right? For K, 300, plus 1, minus 1.1, becomes what? 160, 100. Plus, 1 plus 8, 6, 1, 6, something like that. Newton. Right? So basically that's the resultant force part. For this part, I assume you should have no problem. But is there anything not clear about this one? What's going on? This is basically just summation of our forces, right? So of course in 3D, you just get in vector form. Actually, resultant is chapter 2, right? How exactly we calculate resultant in chapter 2? Right. The next thing is moment, which is MR is also summation of all moment, right? And you have to notice here, the moment, the equivalent or the resultant moment is summation of a couple moment like this, couple moment like that, and then R cross F for each of the forces. Right, so there's 5 elements that will produce moment here. This one, that one, and that one. Right? But of course, if you see this one will produce 0 moment, right? So you can either show or you can just state as such. So okay, for moment about this moment, so you just have 100k here. Yeah, this is the first moment from MA here. And this one you have, what's the value here? 180 cos 45. 127.3. I minus 127.3 is it? So that is from these two moments. Okay, for these two parts first, you understand why we just add? Understand? Okay, so that's couple moment you just add. And then this one plus, and then for individual force here you have to use R cross F, right? So I, G, K. What is R for FA? Zero, 0.5, 0, and then 0, 0, 100. Right? What about for FB then? I, G, K. What's R for FB? 0, 1.1, 0, and then FB is if you want to show for this one, what will we have here? What will happen here? I T K R will be 1 0 1.90 0 100 0, right? And clearly here is 0 0 0 0 and 0 0. Right? So basically, you just add everything. You just add everything and then you get the MR. I sure you know what to do, right? So any question? So is it difficult? It shouldn't take that long, right? Actually, because this is quite straightforward. Or just get everything in vector, FR, MR, especially if the force like this, so you have many 0 0 like this, so the calculation becomes short. Okay, you can try until the end. But any question? Anyone not clear on anything? The right hand. What do you mean?
For example, the first activity to wall and the other things are
What is equal to 0?
if the force is parallel or perpendicular to the axis, it's 0.
Okay.
And then they just move this one and they rotate it.
Meaning you want to use scalar?
Because this one I didn't understand.
Because, of course, if you want to use scalar, right, then it will be complicated. You have to imagine, okay, this one have x component and z component, right? And x component will not produce any moment as x. Right? So if you do that one, it will be longer actually. If you use R cross F, it will be shorter. Right? So that's why we tend to use, for 3D, we tend to use vector, because you don't need to imagine anything, you just plug in the value, you get the result. Even though if you do that way also, you get the same answer in the end. Yeah. Another question? Anything? Yeah. Okay. This one, okay, hopefully you understand it. Because I don't have enough space. This one is actually this plus this plus this plus this plus this. This is not two different things. You add 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ini plus here lah. So this one for okay. Because in the previous class some asked if we already calculate the moment, why do we need to calculate the force? In R plus F. You have to understand that this has no relation with each other. Do you understand? This moment is not because of this force. This moment is something else, this force is something else. Coincidentally, it acting on the same point. Understand, right? This is not based on this, from this to 100 becomes this. No, this is something else, this is something else. It's just like if you have in 2D, you have something like force here, moment here, right? This is 3 separate entities that has no relation to each other. This is not because of this is not because of this. It's 3 different entities. Coincidentally, it act on the same point, right? So do not confuse yourself. MA has no relation with FA, right? This is 2 totally different things. FA have a cause certain moment, which is this one. This one cause a certain moment, which is this one. Another thing, because we haven't learned how to draw yet, but the way we draw moment in 2D is just like this, right? But the way we draw moment in 3D is something like this. Meaning that you have to draw both the thumb and the fingers. You understand? Meaning this is the thumb and this is the rotation of the finger. Okay? So you cannot draw like this, force, and then suddenly moment here, 2 parts. You cannot. So when you draw, if you have force and moment, that's why it becomes like that. Force is force, moment is moment. Right? You cannot occupy the force there. That's wrong. Okay? So that's how you draw, and normally we learn this in chapter 5. Right now we just calculate, so that's why. But I just want to explain this because you might ask what is this thing, right? So this is force, this is moment separately. Any question before we try another question? Alright, so let's try this one. So if you understand the concept already, you should know what to do. Okay, so I'll just put the question. Okay, we'll do it two parts first. Find this one first. Equivalent resultant force and couple moment at point O. After you get that one, then you can find what is the further simplification. But let me see if you can get this one first. The three forces. Everyone have time? For FR at least so far, everyone get the same? Okay. For moment, any problem? Okay, for a moment, any issue? You get the same basically? So if you calculate until the end, what's your IGP? What's your value? 100. So, class. Zero zero. You want that the same? Different? Because I will calculate it, I just want to check whether you get the same or not. Verified. Ada dapat berapa? Saya 120 tak 220. Is it 220 or 620? Ada yang dapat? Ada kan? Ya. Same, different. Same. Okay. Kat mana yang ni? So for I think we will do the same. For this one is correct. This one is 0, right? This one becomes, it should be plus 200. And then become, this is, apa ni? This is 60. Ada di sini, ada kita sini ada. Where does it come? Where does it? For J component, this is 0, right? This becomes plus 200. This one becomes, is it minus? No, sorry, this one is what? This become minus. Minus J. 420. Okay, 480. Okay,
420.
420. Minus? 420 is the end or?
Yeah.
Or the end? So become? So what's the, it's 60, 20. 220. 6. Betul? Saya tak kira betul-betul. Saya kira negative. Is it negative 620 or positive 620? Pula depan ni, semua negatif. Hah? You positive. You positive. No. Oh, it does not make you. This one you? Right. Just verify. Because ada yang negatif, ada yang positif. Negative. Okay, if you calculate for the J part, right? This one is minus J. 0 minus plus 200, right? Okay, then this one is minus J. 480, is it? Minus 60. So how do you get this one? be minus 200
Minus.
plus 480 plus 60.
Minus.
So minus.
Yeah.
Is it? This one minus. But it's minus 620. So, so ini silap kan? Ada je. Silap. Setengah 19. Alright. Now, okay, that's something that you should actually obtain from your own exercise, right? Where can be the point of mistake. For someone, they can jump several steps, I mean in terms of the calculation. But for myself, if I do like before, right, I normally just always have this I minus J plus K, because sometimes we forget about this one, etc. Right? So in the exam, it's best to avoid simple mistake like that. Okay, if I say find if the question is extended to further simplify and specify its location. Do you know what to do? What to do? And what is the I, J, X, Y, Z coordinate of the single course? R cross F. So in that case, what you get? I, J, K, X, Y, Z, and F. Alright. Minus 280, minus 200, 160. Now, if you do this, what you will get? You'll notice that, for example, for I, 160 Y plus 200 Z minus J 160 X plus 280 Z plus K minus 200 X plus 280 Y, right? Should equal to this one. So you notice that you have to solve using simultaneous equation. Yeah, because this one equal to that, this one equal to this one equal to this, and you have two unknown, right? So you can try and see whether you can solve that kind of thing. Right? Alright, any questions so far? Because I think I'll just cover one more example where the calculation flow is correct. Huh? Okay, what was I saying? And then any further question before we go? Okay, the next question is a bit different because okay, I should have to go first. Okay, I write the question. Yeah. Determine determine FA and FB. resultant force pass through point O. First, do you understand the question? Because the difference between this question and before is some of the forces is not given, and you have to actually find that force. And what is given is that this Fr here, the end here, where it acts is at point O. That means it gives you this, you need to find this. Do you understand the question? No, what determine FA and FA, you understand? Yes. So that the equivalent resultant force, you understand what that is, right? Pass through point O. Meaning that before we find what is the location, right? The person said the location of FR is here. So find F. So meaning it's a reverse question. Nah, try lah. If anyone have to go, you can go as long as do try this and go. The rest of you, just try and see what happened. salin soalan dulu. Gambar dia. Kita buat sekarang. Semua tunggu buatnya dulu. Now, based on all this information, you can calculate MR, right? Of course, in terms of FA and FD. Anyone have any problem with that? If you just do that step, MR equal to what? Now, do you understand the implication of this? You don't? Why? Okay. If you imagine this 2D, right? If I say FR pass through point O, what is the implication? If you imagine this 2D, right? We simplify, further simplify, and I say in the end FR pass through point O here. What does it mean? Distance is zero. Distance is 0, right? So if in 3D FR goes past point O, then what does it mean? Huh? Yeah, okay. If this is 0, MR is 0, right? So the same goes with this one. So if you understand that, MR should be equal to 0, right? So then you express everything equal to 0, then you can solve what is FD and B. Aku tak faham. Kenapa? Apa tu? Hah? Tak faham. Yang itu ni apa? Okay, the step you understand, right? Normally from many forces we simplify. You have FR and MR. Okay? And then we further simplify. FR is located somewhere, and this D is calculated is basically MR divided by FR, right? Because MR is FR times D, right? So, but if it says now FR is known to be here, meaning that this D is actually 0, right? Yeah, therefore you understand? Meaning there's no distance because FR is there. So if that is established, meaning this MR should be 0 because MR equal to F times D, and this MR is something. So for D to be 0, MR should be 0. MR is basically just summation of all M, right? So if MR is 0, summation of all M is 0. So Similarly here, then summation of all moment is 0. So if you do the matrix plus matrix, how many matrix there? Plus matrix equal to 0. Then you can, if you have already done this part, then you get I component should be 0, J component 0. And you will notice that you should solve using simultaneous equation. Is it simultaneous equation or not? I think it is. But you can see what will happen when you do that. Ada yang tak faham lagi konsep? But the rest, if you understand that, the rest is just calculation. But it's important to understand why it becomes like this. Because if you understand this, then the rest is calculation. If you do not understand this, then okay. In the previous class, also some student asked, can I do this? Summation of 4 is also equal to 0. And calculate with this. Anyone think about that? Or not related? What's the difference between M equal to 0 and F equal to 0? Tak tahu. Okay, if F equal to 0, will the location be here? Where it be? If 0, there's no such thing as F, right? So the question doesn't even make sense. Right? So when it says resultant force pass through point O, meaning there's some resultant force and the value is something like, but the question didn't ask for the value. Okay, so summation of moment, okay, minus 2 is equal to, we will take for F A, so I, J, K, 150, 600, 0, 0, minus FP, right? Plus, and then this one, K, minus 100, 700, 0, 0, minus 8, plus G, K, if I take that one, minus 150, minus 7, 0, 0, minus F, plus K, 100, minus 650, 0, now that's the reason why I do something like this. This is not compulsory, not legal, right? But if you notice, if I skip things like this, I normally make mistake in terms of the positive, negative, etc. Right? So that's why I have a habit to just make sure when I print that one, then whenever I want to plug in here, I do not refer to the original diagram. Because when you refer to the original diagram, sometimes you forget what positive, negative, right? So I just do step by step. So if you have a habit of making mistake also, it's helpful if you do things like that. But it just takes several seconds and you will avoid mistakes. What do you have? Because I think here, if you do, if you just do this here, minus 600 minus J, minus M by 0 F, K, 0, K, Okay, so when you make, you got just I component, which is summation of fx equal to 0, you get fa value, fb value, right? And then for j also fa value. So you have to use simultaneous equation to solve. And then you get yeah. So please do try some question where it flip the flow. So sometimes in the exam that is the question that you try to do. Because especially for the student who never did any exercises, they will get stuck. Right? And things like this, normally if you have never think about it, it becomes difficult because you do not know what happened. Right? But if you have tried once or twice, then once you see it again, it's just logical and it doesn't take any time to solve. Right? Alright, so that's several type of question that can come up, and there's a lot of other things. But the concept is similar. Right. So right. So in terms of the specific question that we will be trying, and I'll just do in the class for today, that's about it. So for the remaining of the class and also for the session on Tuesday, of course on Tuesday we have a quiz, and after that it's mainly for preparation for your midterm. So you can ask any questions for chapter 4 or 1 to 3 if you have any question. Otherwise for this session, if you don't have any question and you don't know what to do anymore and you want to get out, it's also fine. So oh yeah, for the quiz, because I have how many quiz? There's 2 quiz I haven't finished marking yet. One is for the moment about point and axis. One is couple moment, I think, right? And I've only marked halfway through the moment about point and axis, but from what I see, you really need to revise on that one and make sure you do revise. And because to save the time, because if I bring it back in the class, it will be on Tuesday and it's not enough time for you to revise if you see anything there, right? So I'll try to put it out latest by tomorrow, end of tomorrow 5 PM, before the end of office hour. So if you want to take and see for the weekend, etc., you can. So I'll just put outside of my room, right? So you can collect it if you want to revise on that. But from what I see, you really need to revise, and most probably some of that moment about point, moment about axis will be asked in your midterm also, right? What else? So with that, I'll end the class officially, but it's still open for anyone until 10. For any question for this chapter or 1 to 3 chapter, for your benefit of your midterm, right? Bisa, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.